Welcome to Kyle Anthony's UFC betting show. I am Kyle Anthony, and welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the bet review show for UFC 239, John Jones versus Thiago Santos. We're going to talk about our two free plays that we had. We talked about on our prediction show. We're also going to talk a little bit about the main event, which was pretty interesting overall. But the first one we will talk about is our free play. Our free play was on Amanda Nunes to defeat Holly Holm. What a fight that was. I mean, this was a fight when we were taking a look at it and really handicapping it. Yes, Amanda Nunes, two-division champion, but there was a lot of hype going behind Holly, her striking, her ground game. Could she take it to the ground? What was really going to be taking place there? And for me here, a big part of this, what I liked about Amanda Nunes, was going to be her striking. And was going to be that overall, in every aspect, she was going to be better than Holly. Now, I thought that Holly early did some good things in that fight. I think that she was really starting to, she was throwing a couple nice shots early. She really put a little bit of pressure on her, and even with some of the leg kicks, kind of took Amanda off balance a little bit. But there was spots where I feel like Nunes really had a great game plan, because although this fight, it did end in the first round, and it was an awesome win for her and a spectacular knockout, but I thought that she was very calculated early. And I think that you saw the way that Holly, when she came into this fight, and the way that she was starting to work, coming in the walk-in, she looked nervous. I mean, I thought that that was a very big sign that she looked nervous, that I didn't really think that, she does a lot of that walking back and forth that she normally does, as they're saying they're announcing the names and that kind of thing. But I thought that she looked nervous overall, and the fact that, you could take that away from that, even on the stare down, even when she got out there, she looked a little bit timid, and then it looked like she started to just be a little bit on the aggressive side and landed a couple nice shots. But Amanda, going back to my point, is that Amanda really had a great strategy, because she didn't just go out there guns blazing. She threw a couple big wild shots, but I think then she started to reel it back a little bit and say, let me find the right spot to throw the big shot. And she was talking about that she wanted to land the big shot that knocked out, that her big spectacular knockout of Ronda Rousey, doing it back to her, landing the head kick was really sensational. But Amanda overall in that fight, I mean, there was nothing that really I think that Holly could have done, whether that head kick landed, whether the head kick did not land. I thought that there was going to be no way for Holly to really come through there. So I like what Amanda did overall, being patient and then looking for the big shot and the big finish. There was no chance in that for her to really do anything else for Holly's side. We did cash in there. It was nice to hit Amanda Nunes. We had Amanda Nunes end in Ngannou, and then we also had them straight both also. So a big parlay for me here that I was able to hit, stretch it out a little bit, and it's actually something that I want to do a little bit more of. It's all about stretching out some of these parlays, because there's a lot of times where I like a great play, and there's a play that I feel really good about, and then I'm kind of maybe even parlaying it with some of the other fights on that card, or of course I'm looking to bet that one heavy straight, but also looking to parlay it. So I'm looking now an opportunity to maybe go out a little bit deeper and look for two fights that, maybe are in the coming weeks. And if your book allows, some books aren't even allowed to even place those types of bets that far out. But I'm starting to find a lot of success there, where I'm able to, put these two together. I mean, I took Amanda Nunes at minus 330, also took Ngannou, and with those odds and having favorites, it was an even money play for me, and it was two plays that I absolutely love. So something like that I think is going to be worth me to more talk about here, and a new strategy that I really more, of course it's something I've always done, but more not on the tearing it out over weeks, over a month. And if I'm able to ladder a couple of those and find the right spots where I'm going to be getting some plus money, even money on two plays, three plays that maybe is laddered out a little bit that I feel good about, I think that's something more I want to do. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section also. And we're also going to talk about our other free play. Now, yikes. This was Ben Askren versus George Masvidal. Now, we did have Ben Askren here. 5 seconds, it's all it took, and the fight was over. Now, the big thing for me when I was looking at this was the pressure that Askren was going to bring. He was going to look to bring the pressure to Masvidal. Masvidal does have good kickboxing. He's got good striking, decent ground game. But I thought it would be a lot where it's going to be smothered. They were really going to be, nullifying each other a little bit. It was going to be pushed later into the fight. And Askren was going to be able to really pull out a decision victory just on pure grappling alone. And Masvidal has his hands behind his back before the fight starts and just started running towards him, which, unbelievable, the fact that as soon as he started running, I like that Askren even said, all right, and he just went for the takedown. And, I don't even think Masvidal even answered the question when they were talking about it on the post-fight. What happened? Was this something you saw? Is this something that you said, if I run, he's gonna lean his head down, I'm gonna be able to throw this knee? I mean, he didn't really answer the question, but it doesn't even matter if it was a setup thing or something that he thought of at that second, because at that second's even more impressive. The fact that he was able to just run and say, I'm going to slip this knee in there. I mean, unbelievable. It was a losing bet for us, but if there's ever a time that I'm going to lose a bet and it's going to be this brutal fashion, I don't mind Ben Askren to be the guy that was the receiving part of that knee. No offense to him, but he's a little bit annoying. But we did think that he would get this victory here. We were behind him, thought that he was going to have that victory, did not get it. Masvidal now could possibly be going up against Usman, which would be a great fight if that's going to be kind of set up. Thought that this was going to be more of a setup for Askren to fight Usman because Usman and Askren had so many problems and all the conversation going on there. So it would have been interesting to see what would happen. Did not happen there. So it was a 1-1 night, but a huge night overall because of the fact that we had a lot on Nunes and as well as we had it parlayed. So it was a great profitable night for me. We will go on to the next event and we will see what happens there. So subscribe. I always appreciate all the comments down below, the thumbs up, everybody who participates within this channel. Again, we continue to grow. I love seeing the subscriber the subscriber number going up and people that are participating here in the comment section and just being a part of the community. Thank you very much, and we will go to the next event, so definitely stick around for the next prediction show. And this is Kyle Anthony's UFC betting show, and I'll see you next time.